Alright, bro. Look, I'm going to start this video off by saying something that might make a few of you boys angry. You might unsubscribe, say, like, who are you to say this? But not everyone can become an alpha. Not everyone can become a winner. Not everyone can become that guy. Because the truth is, right, the way that this world is balanced, there's people here and there's people here. And unfortunately, for the people to be up here, we need a fair few amount of people to be down here. But the thing is, right, there's a difference between a self-proclaimed alpha male as well and an alpha male, a genuine real alpha male. And I'll say this, I know what you're saying. Oh, look at this guy with his whiteboard shirt off, Indian guy giving masculine advice. But trust me, watch the video and you'll understand, right? Self-proclaimed alphas are those guys that think, oh, well, look at my body, right? Oh, I've got a great body, this and that. Having a great body ain't enough anymore to become an alpha. It'll amplify you. It'll make you feel good, confident, sexy. It'll make you like, yeah, I'm about it. But it ain't going to flip that inner dialogue in you that makes you a genuine alpha male. Unfortunately, it ain't. It ain't enough anymore to just tell yourself, oh, yep, you're an alpha. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work in a sense of like, oh, yeah, you've been motivated for a week or two and you're an alpha now. No. Because when life eventually comes at you, right, your body ain't going to do anything for you. Your 1-2 weeks of having high momentum and just working hard ain't going to do anything. You saying you're an alpha, when life hits you, you're going to crumble. And that's what I'm trying to get at. A self-proclaimed alpha will never ever get you anywhere because when life hits you, you'll crumble. But a genuine alpha male with that inner dialogue that's switched, when life comes, he bounces back. He gets him. He punches back at life. And I'm going to teach you something, right? There's a prerequisite that we all must go through as men to have this inner dialogue switch that we can turn to become alphas, to perform in a way an alpha male performs. And the truth is, you can't buy this. You can't skip this. No one can give it to you. It's only through life that you can truly inherit what it means to be an alpha male. So understand, I really do believe that there's a prerequisite. And like I said, you cannot bypass this. You can't go buy this. No one can give it to you, this and that. And without it, you'll be capped to the man that you can be. And I mean that. You'll be capped. Like, you can become a masculine man, but you might not have that inner dialogue that switches you to an alpha. And I mean this, right? And a lot of alpha males, if not all of them, will agree with what I have to say. So trust me on this. An alpha male is someone, right? Number one, that has been through shit. And get this, right? I'm not talking about, oh yeah, your mum took your PlayStation from you, or you got home late one night after you were drinking and they yelled at you and you chucked a hissy fit. None of that. I'm not talking about petty things either. I'm talking about going through some real rough shit. And we can add heartbreaks and stuff there because I know how damaging and how hurtful heartbreaks can be. But I'm talking about when life has come at you, right? And you've been on the floor knocked out and then life has kneed you on the head. It's kicked you, gutter stomped you on the head. And you've got back up from that. And it's happened again. And it's happened again. And it's happened another time. You got to understand that when you have been through the ringer with life, right? With just things coming your way, gone through so much shit, and you climbed yourself back up to the top and you started performing again after being knocked down. In that journey to come back up here, in the trials, the tribulations and the failures and the mistakes and the adversity, and you still climbing all the way up to the top again. The lessons, the characteristics that you build, that will only allow you to have that switch inside you that can turn you into an alpha. And you can't, there's nothing else you can do except go through hard times. No money can make you into an alpha. No sissy stories can make you into an alpha. It doesn't work like that. See, get this. For you to be respected, for you to be strong, for you to forge your way through life, to have a not give a fuck attitude, right? It's only through going through so much shit that you start moving differently. You start warping through life differently. You perceive things differently. You act differently because you've been at the bottom. So I want you to understand, if you haven't been through much right now, okay, I get it. You might be young, life might have been a little bit easier for you, you had things. I never had anything growing up, right? You boys know my story. Drug addict, grew up in the ghetto, father left, all of that, bro. You've heard it a million times. But get this, right? If you haven't been through that, trust me, life will come. So when you have something come your way, right, you have to understand, well, do you allow it to make you? Or do you allow it to break you? And if you can allow everything that you go through to make you, eventually after you've gone through enough things, right, you'll have that switch inside you that turns you into a high performance alpha male. And that's it. It's only through enough tough times. It really, really does come down to that. And every alpha male will really stand by this. Everyone that you respect, you look up to, that you admire, has been through so much shit. That's it, right? So everything else stems from this. So all the other things we're going to speak about are all like characteristics, they're traits, right? They're things that you inherit as an alpha male, and this is how you start performing and running through life, right? So the first thing is through going through so much shit, right? You become self-reliant. You become self-sufficient. Because when you've been at the bottom, when you've been trying to claw yourself up, right? No one gives you a helping hand when you're at the bottom. And I'm not saying that you can't have, some friends around you, some networks, some connections. But truth is, right, when you've been hit time and time again, you start to realize that, well, no one's coming to save you. There's no end in life in regards of like, whoa, I can continue to build myself up and it'll be cruise control and smooth sailing after this. Nah, life's coming. Life's always going to be knocking you back. So when you realize that, okay, yeah, no one's coming. It ain't always going to be an easy sunshine, rainbows type of journey. Bro, I'm telling you, this is when you start moving in regards, well, look, I've been at the bottom. I know what it's like to be there. I'm going to get what's mine. No one's coming. I can't rely on my family, can't rely on my friends, can't rely on my girlfriend, can't rely on my dog. I can only rely on myself. And this is one of the most innate and intrinsic things that we have as men. Go back 100,000 years ago, primal days, right? All you had was yourself anyway. And all you had to protect your family, to feed yourself, for you to stay alive, right? You only had yourself. You were self-reliant. So understand, right? When you start moving in accordance with you're going to get what you're going to get with no help, no support, it's all up to you. That puts you in that category of being like this alpha. Because you start talking, you start thinking, you start warping through life. It's like, whew, you start pushing people over. You start getting what you want. You start taking, you stop taking no from people. You stop being this apologizing little sissy, and you just be like, whoa, no one's coming to save me. No one's coming to put food in my belly. No one's going to put money in my wallet. So piss off. It's the truth. So self-reliance, self-sufficiency will start to move you into that alpha male lane, right? That switch I'm talking about. The second thing, we'll go to that. First, second, this is like prerequisite. The second thing is that you don't follow. And this is huge, right? You only follow yourself. And this is, again, it kind of ties back to the self-reliance, but when you're a man, a genuine alpha male, right? This world would try to throw so many things at you, especially in this modern world, right? Toxic masculinity and, you can't say this, can't say that, can't act this way. You'll see that society programs you to be weak. Society programs you to be docile. Society programs you to, that you can only say this and you should act this certain way and all of this. But a genuine alpha male doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care. He's going to say what he says. He's going to mean what he means. And this is huge, right? He's going to act the way he wants to act. And when you don't follow, right, people will love you for it, but people will also hate you. But an alpha male doesn't care. When you start living your life on your own terms, right, this starts to change your frame, how you think in it really does develop your thinking pattern to I just don't give a fuck, right? That's what really comes from it. When you start just becoming this guy, I'm not following what everyone wants me to do. I ain't going to ask permission. I don't care. I'm going to say what I mean. I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to talk the way I want to talk. I'm going to dress the way I want to dress. I'm going to do what I want to do. It changes your perspective. And it makes you somewhat, a bit ruthless, relentless. It gives you a different way of feeling and thinking. But ultimately, that ruthless feeling takes you so far. That alpha male feeling of, I just don't care. I'm going to do what I want. That's what really starts to make life bend for you. You start bending energy and you start getting what you want. Because nice guys finish last. People that let people walk all over them finish last. Because the thing is, right, someone will always close a door on your face to get what they want. Someone will push you over to get what they want. So you have to be that way, right? Where you don't follow the crowd. You act the way that you want to act. You close the door on people. You push people out your way. And what I really mean is that you just become relentlessly competitive. And you'll see, right? Everything, right? You're becoming self-reliant. You're not following the crowd. You don't conform, right? It switches you. Your inner dialogue changes. Just everything about your energy, your aura, how you think. It warps around you to be like, whoa. I'm that guy. I am that bloke. And like I can't explain it other than just like you are that, and nothing really phases you. You just keep moving forward. The third thing is that you have a real world view, and this only comes through having been through so much shit. Real world view. See, we've always been told to be grateful, to be happy, and that's true. You've always been told to be humble as well, right? Like you know, this is how you've been. Being grateful is good. Being humble is good. Being all those things are good. But the truth is, once you've been through enough, and life has come at you, it's uppercut you, it's giving you a right hook, you'll realize that life ain't the way that so many people perceive it to be. You can have that mentality of like, yes, I'm grateful. Yes, I'm grateful for the roof over my head, the food in my stomach, all that. But at the same time, you have to understand that this world, well, like I said right at the start, for there to be winners, there has to be losers. And in this world, people don't care if you're a loser. You're an unimportant nobody when you're a loser. You're a number when you're a loser. You're not looked at when you're a loser. And the truth is, as men, we want to feel that sense of respect from other men, from females. We want that feeling of like, we are that guy. So understand, when you start to view the world as like, okay, yeah, cool, I'm grateful, it's all this, but it's also cutthroat, it's also brutal, it's also quite dark, that will give you a perspective of like, okay, wow, again, I'm going to get what's mine because I know what this world is like. I know that no one's coming to save me, no one's coming to hand me money, no one's coming to feed me, no one's coming to give me what I want, so I need to get what's mine. And whatever you want to do with your life, once you win, once you conquer what it is that you want to have and cultivate for your life, you can give back to this world, you can do whatever you want. But with this real world perspective, you got to be like, whoa, okay, I'm getting what's mine, I'm going to do whatever it takes, and I'm going to act a certain way, and I'm going to be how I need to be to get it. And that way, right, you'll realize that, okay, shit, that real world view got you there. Because when you put aside what this world is real like, because it's a dark place, bro. There are so many things going on. There's so many people that are evil and generally just out to do bad and all these things. When you have that, you got to be like, well, I need to be that guy because, well, like again, this world is tough. If you want to make a change in the world, make a change in yourself and then go help the world. Fix yourself first and then go fix everything else. Because that's how this world works, bro. No one's coming to save you. So that real world view, that perspective, that thought process of like, whoa, okay, wow, I need to act this way, I need to do this certain things because this is how the world is. It'll change the game for you. That's how you start to move in alignment of a genuine alpha as well. The fourth thing is that you want it all. And I love this. You want it all. And this relates to so many things, right? Of course, we all want the money. We all want the body. We all want the mindset. But that's it. As a genuine alpha, you want that top dog spot in everything. You want to be the smartest. You want to be the most respected. You want to be the most financially free. You want to be the most chiseled. And that's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with being that top dog, that guy, that motherfucking man that has everything. And this is what separates so many people, right? Everyone will tell you, be humble, be grateful, be all these things, right? Be happy with what you got, all this. But if you slowly separate yourself from that and realize that, well, what we want in this world as men is to have the nice things, have the beautiful cars, have the beautiful honeys around you, have the beautiful life, have everything, have all the money, right? Have the knowledge, have the wisdom, have the power, have all of that. There is nothing wrong with that. And there is nothing wrong with you looking at your life right now and being pissed off that you don't have what you want, and then using that feeling of you wanting it all to motivate you, to give you that fuel, that burning desire to go get it. Genuine alphas want it all. Genuine alphas want to be that guy. And you'll see it all across the board. Athletes, business moguls, people just at the top, right? They're all alphas. Some of them might be dorky and some of them might be a bit how you're going, but there's something in them, right? That's a bit, it's of an alpha. It might be their way of thinking. It might be how they perceive the world, but there's something in them, even if they're geeky. But a lot of the people, the top dogs of this world, are just genuine alphas at heart because they want it all. They want the power, the respect, the money. They want the whole lifestyle. So there ain't nothing wrong with that. And you'll start to see, if you want it all, the mentality, the mindset, the frame, everything, right? It'll warp you into that guy, into that alpha, into that man, and it'll get you what you're trying to get. I mean it. The last thing, right, is you detach. And I get this, or you'll get this in a way of detach, right? We'll say that. You'll detach from anything that doesn't add to you becoming stronger, right? Petty arguments with your girlfriend or your friends or internet beef or drama, it means nothing. Nothing, like, when you become a guy that's genuinely about it, the only thing that is genuinely important is winning. It's being that guy. It's being the man that has everything that he wants. And I slowly started to realize that in my life, I don't have time for anything. I don't have time for drama, petty stuff. I don't have time to waste. I have nothing other than just time to win. If you don't serve me a purpose in my life, you won't be in my life. If you are giving me unnecessary drama, see you later. If you cause me to feel a certain way and I don't need that energy around me, bye. As a genuine alpha, you start to realize that, okay, if it doesn't add to me, see you later. If it takes away from me, see you later. You live in a way of like just win, 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 have it all. It's how alphas move. They don't have time. No time for petty shit. Win, conquer, that's it. So again, all of these 5 things all relate back and extrapolate from, have you been through shit? You'll only be self-reliant. You'll only be a guy that doesn't conform. You'll only have a real world view. You'll only be a guy that wants it all. And you'll be a guy that just detaches from anything petty if you have been through shit. That's it. That's where an alpha stems from. That's how you become an alpha male, through all these things. Alright, brother. Love ya.